Hey, Coach, a lot of highs and lows in this series. What do you feel like you learned about your team, and can you pinpoint maybe in those games that things didn't really go your way, what went wrong?
Yeah, I think there were a lot of highs and lows, and I think it's just us getting consistent and trying to put together a better brand of baseball. You can't play like you played last night and then turn around and have a game like we had today. It was just flat for whatever reason, and I would say it didn't start off flat. I mean, we load the bases, and I think for whatever reason that. We gotta be able to endure 9 innings, and I think we got really down after not pushing a run across in the first inning, and just felt like, oh, today's the day. It's not going to go our way, and we got to make our breaks, and that's something that I want to see this team get a little tougher and have some resiliency to it to just continue to battle their way through the game. But I think a lot of it you got to give that other team their credit. They really are momentum offense. They did a good job. They handled our pitchers very well, and that's kind of been a trend of this season so far, and we've got to figure it out on the mound.
Real quick follow up to that, you mentioned the mentality of it. Do you feel like at all there's a little bit of a mental hurdle to, what you guys have gone through this past weekend?
Yeah, I think when you see some guys that you're expecting to have a really, be really dominant on the mound, and you see them get hit around a little bit. I think that gets some other guys wondering, wow, am I good enough? And we got some young guys here that we're expecting to step in, and they've got really good stuff, and we want them to do well. But it's the message to the team is like, you can't feel sorry for yourself. We got to make our own breaks here, and right now we really haven't done anything along those lines. So it's something that we'll get back to work on Tuesday. We off day tomorrow. We'll get back to work on Tuesday and hope that we can start turning this thing around quick.
David.
Yeah, Coach. Only 5 hits on the day today. None after the sixth inning. Anything that went wrong on the offensive perspective that you want to touch on?
Yeah, I think it goes back to the inexperience. Is seeing. It looked like we got a little antsy, and we lost some of our approach, and the stuff that we've been pretty good at all weekend was really staying consistent with our approach. It's just things that are uncharacteristic of how we play the game. We saw a 4 pitch inning in this game, and guys just really not having that plan, and that was frustrating. It's guys that know better that's not how we approach the offensive side of things, and for whatever reason they were very impulsive, and I think that was something in that game that really struck me odd, that we got out of our approach and just got overly aggressive and helped them along the way a little bit.
Reed.
Hey, Coach, it seemed like today you had a pretty hard strategy for the pitching situation. Did you have Spencer on a pitch count or inning limit or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, Spencer going, to get into that fifth, that's something that he wasn't. He was very capable of doing that, and I think that the strategy there was, I thought he was wearing down and struggling a little bit. I talked to him, and he told me that he was perfectly fine. He felt good, but also, we did have a plan where we felt like the plan was good. To make sure that Spencer's done a really good job for us, and push him a little bit too long whenever he's done his job, he's done his part, and we gotta be able to rely on some other guys to do that part. And there was nothing there from history to say that Zach Heise is not the guy that can get us through the next couple innings, and really, we needed to push a run across in the bottom of the eighth, and I think you see a different story there, and we weren't able to capitalize. Their guy was throwing pretty good and kind of eating us up, but we thought we had 2 to 3 innings with Heise there, and we couldn't do anything offensively, so I don't think it really mattered at that point with the pitching.
And if you don't mind, if I follow up here, I noticed that Brant Belk hasn't been in the lineup. He could have been probably useful, especially today. Is there a reason behind that?
Yeah, no, there's really no reason behind that. He'll be back for us hopefully next week, and we'll be back to the full strength offensively.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
All right. Thanks, guys.